Any other poll questions that we're thinking about first hour there, Seton?
Heck yeah.
All right.
Marvin sent this one over.
Right.
I'm going to change the wording just slightly, but more of a unicorn. Marvin's wording was more unicorny.
Oh, that would be Fritzy. We'll get you unicorny.
Unicorny.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like it was going to skew into like which one of these dudes is cheesy.
Are we going to do Shohei and Victor Wembanyama?
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow. Well, Wemby plays offense and defense, and Shohei plays offense and pitching is his defense. I'd still say Shohei because there's been wonderful players who are great at both ends of the floor. And Wemby might be like Wilt Chamberlain was from the standpoint of we haven't seen that before. Because when Wilt came in, there was nobody like him. He was the best athlete on the floor, and he was the biggest athlete on the floor. Here's Wemby, who's an incredible athlete, and at both ends of the floor. He can get you 30, and he can block 8 shots. Not many guys who can do that. Yes, Eaton.
He's a 7'4" point guard. I mean, that's got to be as unicorny as a power-hitting pitcher. No? Who's bringing up the ball? That gigantic dude over. Really?
Well, they do have a point guard.
They do, but they shouldn't. He is the point guard.
I don't think I want my 7'6" guy bringing the ball up the floor. I don't.
I'm just saying, he's more than just a tall guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's extremely skilled. Oh, God. And how old is he? 20? 21? Oh, my God. Yeah, Marvin.
Yeah, the play of the day I'm going to play at the beginning of the next segment, it's going to be in his Hall of Fame package. When they're doing this highlight package, this is going to be a part of it. The block shot, then you go between the legs, you step back, three-pointer, and you get fouled.
And he got fouled. Damn. It's beautiful to see, because we're always looking for, when Brady and Peyton and Drew Brees, those guys retire, we're like, who's going to follow them up? Well, there are going to be guys to follow them up. There have been. Same thing when Steph and LeBron and KD leave. Who's going to be following? Who's going to lead? Who's going to take that baton? Well, we have those players. I don't know what Cooper Flagg's going to be. I think he's going to be really good. Wemby, I think, is going to be the MVP. Multiple MVPs. Luka is there. Anthony Edwards is there. Like, you do have a wave of next great players. Yes, Heaton.
Did you just call Cooper Flagg being Hall of Very Good?
Right now, I think he's very good.
Very good-ish?
Yeah. Not last night. He was good-ish.
Well, let's give him some time.
Oh,
It's early. It's early.
Hey,
it's early.
Trust me, I'm not the hot taker. I'm okay with Arch Manning playing another year or two before we assess if he'll be a top draft pick in the NFL.
That's not fair, throwing him out like that, putting him against.
No,
that's not fair.
No,
that's not fair.
Yeah, like you make your debut against Cooper Flagg. Yes, Paulie.
On the poll, I would say that Wembanyama is more freakish when you're watching the sport. You're like, it doesn't make sense that he could cross over and do that at that size. And he's transfixing. When he leaves the floor, I stopped watching. I turned my head to something else. I was like, this game is less interesting when he came out for a second. But the thing about Ohtani, he convinced baseball to change their policies of 100 years to not let people pitch and hit full time. And that's what his unicorn is.
Here's something. Deion Sanders was asked about Shohei Ohtani's performance in the National League Championship Series. Here was his reaction.
He went through 6 innings, struck out 10, and then hit 3 home runs in the same game.
That is ridiculous, man. He did what?
6 innings, struck out 10, and then went 3 for 3 at the plate and hit 3 home runs in a closeout game.
Can they just hand him the MVP during the game?
I was going to ask you if you think that's the best individual performance, maybe not just in baseball, but for a single game in sports history.
Yeah, because he's doing something that's unfathomable. I'm not going to say sports history because I can't recant everything that has transpired. I hope he opens the door for others because there's many more pitchers, not more, that don't sound right, many pitchers that can do both, but they're never allowed to do so because they put them in a pocket and say, you just need to do that. So hopefully he opened the doors for others.
That's what I want to know, because if you look at what Steph Curry has done, all the imitators, Tiger, all the imitators, like they're athletes who are transcendent because they changed the game. and then they change the game for the next generation. I don't know if Ohtani changes the game where all of a sudden the Reds are gonna let Hunter Green bat and be a pitcher. Because usually your pitcher is a shortstop, he's your best player. And maybe you get that crossover, maybe cross-pollination that you're gonna let them hit. And you're gonna give them pitchers usually don't get too many opportunities to take BP, only on the days that they're pitching and that they would be hitting. But I think it's interesting, what's going on with some of these pitchers who have been great hitters in their careers. It's hard to be a great pitcher and not have been at least a good hitter when you're in high school or college. Like Paul Skeens. I brought that up before. I think he's probably capable of being a hitter, an everyday hitter. And all you got to do is swing really hard and try to hit home runs. It's not like I'm going, hey, you got to bat 328. That ain't happening. Yeah, Paulie.
Yeah, Paul Skeens was at Air Force, and he hit and pitched. He hit .410 with 11 home runs and 43 ribbies. He led the team.
Yeah.
And led the team in pitching.
Yeah, that's why I think that there's going to be openings for that. It won't be that everybody's going to try to shoot threes like Steph. I mean, Steph changed basketball probably more than anybody because you couldn't jump like Mike. You don't have to be 7'6". You can be 6 feet tall and be able to shoot and shoot from deep and be allowed to shoot from deep. That changed the game. We all want to be like Mike. Nobody's like Mike. But you can be like Steph. And maybe there's the Shohei Ohtani overflow where we'll see teams that will at least be open to that possibility. And maybe you'll see this more in minor league baseball where you get to have some plate appearances. And maybe, because I don't want to take that bat out of your hand. If you're a really good hitter, I don't want to say just concentrate on pitching. And I think the Angels were willing to do that. Not all the franchises interested in Ohtani were willing to do that.